I feel that we all reach a point at one part in our life where we've experienced enough life and we're keeping up with society and being responsible beyond just taking care of your basic necessities in life. And that can be at any point that you as an individual reaches that point. And it will range and vary for a lot of people. Some people elect to start their families. Some people put off having children to a later point in their life. But regardless, we can all relate experientially to a moment where we feel that we're just in motion, and this motion no longer is really fulfilling us or satisfying us. And again, it can occur at any point in your life, depending on your own experience. So there's no comparison of, well, this circumstance or this moment or whatever path your life took. We can all come to an agreement that for most of us, we reach a point where we're looking for more, and it's beyond physical, it's beyond the material world. We're looking for this connection, this internal longing that is definitely wanting to be scratched and itched. And you can reach that point and shrug it off and accept that this is your new life, your new world, or you can make all kinds of excuses for why that experience can't be fulfilled. You can make a lot of excuses or come up with a lot of factual data that's very real of why it's not the right time in your life, or you're too busy, or you have too many responsibilities. And that could be in the home life or even like workload. So again, regardless of your specific experience, there is a point where you either choose to remain in the cycle or you break free. Now, let me talk a little bit about breaking free. When you break free, you don't just break free in one instance, although it seems nice to imagine that, but it really is a process. And the process really begins with deciding. It begins with choosing to want a new experience. And by no means do I say that a person is not happy or at peace with what their life is like. But this is an internal desire that begins at the heart level, at the soul level. So you experience this moment where you're beginning to ask deeper questions to yourself. What would I like to do? What else could I do? How would it look like? Many questions begin to be provoked in thought. And I don't expect for people to have answers to all of these lifelong questions overnight. But that is definitely how the process does begin evolving. And little by little, day by day, you yourself will notice different synchronicities or information being revealed to you during your everyday process when you least expect it. You're not going to get all the answers like in a month, and you may not even get the exact answer over months. You may be led by these little nuggets of treasure that lead you along a treasure hunt. Like you have this map and it's all unknown, and that's the beauty of it, because if you knew all the answers and if you knew all the pieces, then why would you be here to live? What would be the fun, and what surprise would that be like? There would be no surprise. So it's interesting. Once you begin that journey of asking yourself these very personal and intimate questions, you will watch this experience come to life right before your very eyes. And it's going to be a very interesting and it's a very self-nurturing journey too. A lot of people that I've talked to, they've even like found various healing aspects to their own persona along this way. So I thought it would be very good to just speak on this just a little bit here. If you are someone out there who's always desired for more, but you really can't pinpoint what it is, what it would look like, or even how you can imagine accomplishing that given your current scenario, I urge you to just sit in silence, listen to yourself breathe, take in the nature around you, carve out some alone time. And for those out there who say they don't have 5 minutes, well, that's just another excuse that you're bringing to your attention, and that's between you and you. But we all have these moments, these few moments to really just sit with ourselves, and just be present with ourselves. Notice what comes up for you. Are there racing thoughts that just continue to interject your mind? Or are ideas coming up? Or do you have questions that just flood your emotional body, your spiritual body, your mental body? What is coming up for you? Keep a notebook next to you. If there's a couple of key phrases that come up along the way, jot those down. Be prepared to be open to whatever comes through and not judge the thoughts. That's how you begin this process. If you quickly are to criticize and judge what's coming up for you, what's coming through, then you're already adding another layer of blockage to this process. So as silly as the thoughts may be, just write them down and don't be afraid. You don't have to show anybody this list. This is just the journey and the process that I urge those who have longed for more to really try on. You know, we have a lot of things in life that we want to do. We have things we want to explore. And I respect those things.